These two leaped at the same time. Just a moment ago they had been standing right in front of each other, but with their next jump they suddenly found themselves 100 meters apart. The woman couldn't believe it. The man was just as bewildered. He sprinted toward her, calling her name. Hearing his voice, he picked up his pace, but suddenly he tripped and landed face-first in the mud. As he pushed himself up, something caught his eye, a dog standing nearby. The sight startled him. From a distance the woman called out, but she couldn't hear his response. Assuming he had run too far ahead, she hesitated. Should she search for the missing boy or try to reunite with him first? They had entered this eerie thicket after hearing a child's desperate cries for help, but once inside they realized something was wrong. No matter how much they moved, they couldn't reach each other. The distance between them kept shifting, almost as if space itself was playing tricks on them. By nightfall exhaustion crept in. The woman decided to rest for a moment when suddenly a man emerged from the darkness. She immediately tensed. Introducing himself as the missing boy's father, he claimed he had once escaped this place but had returned to find his wife and son. He insisted he knew the way out and offered to help her find her companion. Something about him felt off. She didn't trust him, but with no other options she reluctantly followed. He moved through the dense grass with unsettling ease, as if he had walked this path countless times before. They hadn't gone far when she spotted a backpack on the ground, medicine bottles scattered around it, and most disturbingly, a tuft of hair. A sinking feeling gripped her. When she turned back, the man had vanished. She called out. No response. Panic set in. She shouted for her companion, but only silence answered. Meanwhile, the man continued searching, calling the woman's name. No reply. Just as despair began creeping in, a boy suddenly appeared, the same boy whose cries had led them into this place. The man narrowed his eyes. Was this all a trap? But the boy quickly denied it. Like them, he had heard someone else, a man, crying for help and had rushed in accompanied by his dog. The boy explained that in this strange place only dead things remain still. He also mentioned something peculiar, scattered stones that held an eerie power. According to him, touching them could reunite lost people. Desperate to find the woman, the man urged the boy to take him to these stones. When they arrived, he cautiously approached. Strange symbols were etched into their surfaces, radiating an almost tangible energy. An invisible force seemed to pull him in as he reached out his hand. Just before his fingers could make contact, a woman's scream tore through the air behind him. The sound jolted him back to reality. Without hesitation, he turned and sprinted toward the source of the scream.